Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey guys, this is the Professor with Day Trading for Success, giving you a recap on what happened today, January 6th, 2026. So for those of you that were following me along with the stream, if you want to do that every morning, you can do that when I trade. Make sure you set your alerts on or your notifications so that you can find out when I come on. It's usually right around the open or maybe a little after, looking for some sort of a consolidating level. You'll see me trade this layout. This is the new 2026 layout for scalping. This is a 1 minute chart with the news, a reduced down here day chart. And then we have the active trader, level 2, 15-minute chart, 5-minute 10-day. You have a 5-minute 2-day. And then this is a 30-minute. Sometimes I'll do the 30-minute breakout from Day Trading Volume 4, which is my favorite level to mark from that book. Then I have the hour chart here and then the 4-hour chart. Now, you might see me, guys who've been following me along, start to mark some of these other levels as we get into the day. Today, if you were with me, was a real struggle. I had to go because of the time. Then I came back after my session with the big traders. And Charlie said it took was 13 trades, 22 minutes, 100% accuracy to get that. And I did not go over 200 shares. I did enter 100 a few times, and then I averaged in to 200, but that was the maximum I went on that. So as far as that goes, but you would have to have a larger, you could certainly do it with if you made the PDT rule. I was trying to make it so that I didn't have to use the margin, but obviously you'd have to use margin. I had 42,000 in that account. But the tail of the tape will tell you that this is not the glory that it looks like. As most of you followed me along, this is what happened on NVIDIA, which was sad because I had come from $200 down, gotten green, and then I had plenty of opportunities to get out. And I could not believe it was going to go against me, that same thing. And then I finally just said, guys, I'm going to take the hit. And then I'm just going to go to Tesla to recover, which is my go-to, right? So $9 is all it really is. However, I am about to go into I got to do this. That's right. Go to chart. I'm going to go into at 3:15 East Coast time, United States. I'm going to go into, it's about just a little bit more than an hour, which should give me enough time to finish what I've got to do. I'm going to trade with Charlie and the crew here to get them to at least $100. I think I might have mentioned, maybe I didn't, but I got an email that really rubbed me the wrong way yesterday. And I'd gotten something like this a while ago too, saying you have these large accounts, you trade on, $25 billion market cap or above, and you'll go back and forth with, trading with $150,000 on margin, and you'll end up in a half hour, an hour with $100. Yeah, that's hopefully the worst case happens. So the point that he was trying to make was what a waste. Nobody does that. You're putting so much at risk. Well, it just shows the ignorance of that I'm not putting that much at risk. Obviously, I'm not risking that amount of money unless the stock I'm trading in goes to zero, or unless I don't get out at a maximum loss per trade or a maximum loss per day. There is a chance that I could lose a good sum of money. But if you have $40,000 in an account and you did $100 a day, even if you only traded 200 of the 240 trading days, or say you traded 200 of the 40 trading days, and made $100 a day, you would make $20,000 at the end of the year. So you're making 50% profit on that account. 50% profit. Even Fisher, that claims, 16% with some people, can't claim anywhere near that. 50%. Charles Schwab is like 5-6%. I mean, check with your broker. So I don't get what you're saying. It shows a level. I'm sorry I'm attacking. I'm not going to say his name, but I mean, it just shows a level of ignorance. I get tired of these emails where they acting like they know all this stuff that they don't know. I mean, obviously there's risk with anything. And that's why I say I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and you should seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to trade, follow me along, or emulate anything that I do. But this year, 2026, I'm going to be a little bit more hardcore about not taking it on the chin with the people that are complaining that I am bad for traders. It's like, look, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'd love you to be here. I'd love you to watch it. But to judge and say that it's foolhardy and reckless and unrealistic, or for somehow when you're watching me live trade, it's not really live trade. I mean, come on to Zoom. I don't know what else to tell you there. I hear Ross Cameron, combat people like that all the time too. It's just like, come on, guys. You're watching it go down live. I don't release all my videos live. Clearly, tons of demonstration videos that aren't released live. I mean, seriously, guys. But when you see me streaming, there's no fakery with my losses or wins. It's right there in front of your face. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. You just can't please all the people. I don't hear that as much as I used to hear, but I do hear the recklessness, at least once a week, and it started up again. This is my first week trading, and I'm just going to try to nip this in the bud. Of course, will they ever watch this video? Do I sound like sour grapes? Maybe a little bit. Sorry. I guess I'm just in a mood. I really appreciate all the great comments and all the great emails and all the great support that I get, which is 99.99% of everybody that watches, but it's just that one or two that come in, once a week or every couple of weeks that, they eat at you. And it's just like, God, I'd love to be the kind of person that doesn't bother me, but it does. Anyway, some of these indicators, if you get into trading, I do advise that see how I use them. I call them out today on my winning trades perfectly. And then usually on my losing trades, I was kind of quiet because early on I had nothing to go by because there wasn't enough data for the indicators to work. I mean, all indicators are working on data that's just happened, past data, whether it be a few seconds ago, a few minutes ago, a few hours ago, a few years ago. Whatever it might be, whatever style of trading you do, that's what indicators. They'll comment on the relative strength index. I mean, they'll give you information on the relative strength index. They give you information on the EMA crossover, the SMA crossover. They, all kinds of things are tweaked. The market magnet with the volume profile here. I mean, this is information that's just happened. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can just give you a probability by these indicators. So you'll hear me call the levels. I was not that accurate today. Tesla, at the end of the day, helped me. You didn't get to see that except the final what happened there. But yeah, I think I was running at 50% or something, and that's why I was red. But normally on the scalp and recoil, I'm in the 80 percentile range. I think this got me back up into the 60, 70% range. What did that get me back up to, Charlie? Did this? You didn't do the math yet, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm back up there to a good accuracy range. But anyway, these indicators are really, really helpful. There's tons of videos about them. I will link the prop firm because I do a lot of coding for the platform that Charles Schwab has, Thinkorswim. And these are all approved codes, indicators for Thinkorswim. So I do them for prop firms, and then they become available so you can use them yourself. And I'll have a video that shows you how to get those. And then watch my videos, if you want to see them in action, you can watch the live streaming, or you can watch the demonstration videos that are larger share size, that are very entertaining and exciting. But again, guys, don't try to file that stuff until you've practiced in a sim. And remember, and speak to somebody licensed, because I'm not a licensed financial advisor. But yeah, so tomorrow morning, guys, I will not be trading live on the stream, but I should be back the following morning. So, maybe I'll come on, but I don't want you to count on tomorrow because I'm just falling behind on everything else that I need to do. So, but anyway, I'm having a good time, even though today was a bit of a struggle. It worked out okay, and I'm about to hopefully get them over $100. So I will be bringing in the trader view with the verified accounts, so everybody can see how it's actually doing. We're just going for $100 a day this month. That's all. So hopefully we'll do more than that. The first day was over 300. It actually ended up being 450, which you'll see. The second day, I think, ended up being 100 because I did a little bit more. I think it ended at only 68 or something. But we ended up getting it up to 100. And then today is only $9, but I'm going to get it up so that we don't ruin our average. But anyway, listen, I hope I see you guys following along. I hope you're having a good time and you're sticking to your max loss per trade, max loss per day. The girls didn't fall as far behind. So some of them actually are pretty green right now because they didn't follow me down that rabbit hole of holding NVIDIA down to the $300 loss. So they stopped at max loss. So they were able to profit from this, watching me do this, even though I advise do not try to follow this. But because I was really going like a pro to get this very quickly. But anyway, guys, okay, I've wrapped this up like 4 or 5 times. I will see you soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, and go green out there. We'll be trading live again real quick. Okay. Hey guys, I'm right back. Charlie just reminded me. I wanted to make sure that you had your hopefully you have your indicators, so if I'm not on, you can trade without me. So one of them is the professor's volume and price per 1 minute candle. That's a really important one. That's this one here. That's going to bring up stocks that are tradable. The other one is the consolidation scanner. That's this one here. That's really good. The other one is the professor's 50K per 1 minute, and that's I think that's this one right here. Okay. Then I do have the Professor's High of Day scanner. I don't have that up because that's not this style of trading. Large cap, large cap, mega cap, over $25 billion market cap stocks. And then the 4% gap and go scanner is another one that I coded in that follows Warrior Trading's exact scanner that he charges a fortune for. Sorry, Ross, that you can get, for like $4. So look for the links. Also, you want to go over to the $1 Million Margins Club. This is my little promo for them because you can get this one for free over there. And this is going to show you every stock that has over 100,000 volume per 1 minute candle, which is really what we look for. I mean, it'll show you if you open the stock. You put it on your chart, your layout, and then it'll just tell you for every stock you bring up, is it worthy of that kind of price action? So, like if I go to another stock right here, so Tesla's 174 average, NVIDIA 470. Wow. Here's Apple. 117, so getting closer to where does it have the action we need? Like I'll pick one that's probably not as good. No, Netflix even went over. Baba, it didn't, So then you have, the SPY is way over. I guess it's another record high today, 692. QQQ over. So any of these, these are expensive, but if you have the right scanner, open, you can quickly click through these. Let me get the other scanners here. There's Intel. Intel is, wow, stuff's going crazy. Now we got to start looking at some of these other stocks, guys. This looks like this had some really good opportunities. What is that like? Well, that's a day chart. What does this look like on the 1 minute chart? I hope you're still with me here, guys. So let me zoom in on this. Did we have amazing trading opportunities? Wow. See, what I look for is like a consolidation between levels, you know. So you'd start to mark these highs and lows, and then you trade in between the channel. And the range of these stocks were like, what was the range of that candle? Oh, that's only 6 cents. Really? Oh, so this is really thickly traded then. Oops. So this isn't that good. What do these say? Oh, God, yeah, look at here. So never mind. Okay, never mind about that stock. But that just taught you what not to look for. Is Netflix thickly traded? Look at Netflix. Oh my God. That's enough on a mega cap. Did that just spoof? That was a spoof. They pulled it. Wow. But yeah, so what's the range on these real good? You'll see me go over this stuff in the morning. I know, Charlie. I know, right? I got to get the other thing done so I can trade with them. So what's our range here? So this will give you the range right up here. That's why this is another good indicator. And you can see that the range is not enough to trade this stock either. That's why we don't end up with these stocks. So although this volume is fantastic, you know, that it has the moves there, they just don't move enough for you to make any money on it, you know. Whereas if you go to Tesla, look at the range here for the 1 minute candles, right? With this high volume. Very dangerous. You got to be careful. Expensive stock. So what you're looking for is something you can afford. You know, you get the price down a bit, like NVIDIA is a bit cheaper. There's my negative on this. And you have, well, it's a lower range right now, but that's enough of a range. Look at the volume. You know, I usually sit here and I count. You know, you look at this price and then I count to 15. Does that move 10 cents? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The most it moved was 6 cents. That was terrible. But we are that time of day, right? We are in that time of day where we're really, really consolidating. I mean, you could definitely make money with 6 cents, right? $6, 100 shares, in and out. But you mark these levels. That's all it is, guys. You just mark the levels, and then you read the indicators to help you decide to go, you know, to call that a floor and to call that a ceiling. Now, I am making that video that's going to have the perfect entry. Let's keep this on the green picture while I talk. There we go. That's going to have the perfect entry in what I look for. It doesn't mean I take the perfect entries, but definitely what I look for to get that 90% accuracy. All right. Hopefully you saw the tag on to this and didn't tune out when I said I was over before. Okay, guys, stay green. Talk to you soon.